might be considered as stealing. I'll just go to bed. I think 8 hours will be good, because then it will be 6. It will give me time to explore the town, and I'll also talk to my guild colleagues, other guild members. They're still sleeping. Oh, you're not sleeping. Hey.
My name is Selena Arania.
Yes, I know. But why?
Volinaro has a twisted sense of humor, but he also has a few nice spells up his sleeve. If you want to summon a bound sword, talk to him.
I'm not good enough for that yet.
Good day.
Good day. Why can't I buy spells from you? Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, okay. That's probably her office, right? Hey, I'm Selena Gomez. Okay. Let's find that lady. Yes, you.
Hello, associate.
Hello.
Why, hello there. You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild.
There aren't many
If you
people
ever
here,
need
are there?
anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
Can you get me into Arcane University?
Why, all the important people in the guild are there.
Yes.
Archmage Traven lives there, in the tower. It's a fabulous place.
That tower?
You really should see
No.
it someday. I've been there many times
That's
myself.
not Mage's Tower,
The
is
Imperial City just wouldn't be the same without it. Maybe someday, if you know the right people, you might get a chance to see it.
it? Like you. How about a recommendation? Can I get a recommendation?
A recommendation? From me?
I
Well,
guess.
of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a
Raminus?
situation
Oh, yeah.
we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation.
What type
If you
of
can
favor?
find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Jaskar?
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days.
Jaskar.
Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that.
That name
Talk
sounds
to the
familiar.
mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
Okay.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Is that your office? Cool. Well, I think people are still sleeping. It's 7 almost. So I guess I'll go outside and just walk around. Oh, it's snowing. What's this? Oh, that's just somebody's house. Looks fancy. Okay, let's go find maybe a blacksmith or an alchemist or someone. Jaskar is definitely a Khajiit. I can go by the name. Oh, Alga. Nord Winds. Hello.
I'm Olga. I'm a bard and a speechcraft trainer.
Cool.
Hanmund is my live-in partner. No offense, but I don't want to hear about any Mara Mother Mild and Chapel family business.
What?
Hanmund and I lived together in the old Nord way. Good enough for my fa and ma, and good enough for me.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So I think there's only a like general goods store here. I think this is just an inn. View? Yeah. And all the other houses seem to be just random houses that people live in. Okay, let's go to the court. Or to the palace. What day is it? Tuesday. If it were Sunday, I would go to the church and pray. Which way? Is it here? I think it might be that way. Chalk the outcast.
I can eat for a day with a single coin.
Sure.
Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Stendar upon you.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait, it's this way. Why is the... Oh wait, never mind. Hello. Look at that. He looks like an Imperial. You can make new friends and enemies by joining a faction. Did I make enemies by joining Mage's Guild? Oh, that's the guard. That's the dude. And that's someone important, I think, because he's not wearing a helmet. Is that Selena?
Hey. Salute. Welcome. Please say your piece.
Oh wait, that's the lady. Akaviri? Oh, I think that's what she's gonna ask me. Hey.
I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess Carvane for any further information.
Okay.
I've heard many about her stories. She's got a real gift for telling a tale.
Safe travels. Bye.
Hello, princess.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I
What?
trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
That's why I'm here.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Carvane.
But she
I
was
assume
supposed
you've
to give me
noticed all
100
the
gold, but
Akaviri relics I'm
I
displaying.
just took.
Well, it's safe
75
to
by
say I'm a
myself.
collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In
Not
fact,
giving you
I'd be so
any-
bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond,
Or maybe
except
you
for
would...
one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete.
How about the A8?
I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
Draconian? Tell me more.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type.
Ooh.
The Madstone appears as a snake, coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Pale Pass. Where is
Are you
Pale
familiar
Pass?
with the history of Pale Pass?
Nope. I do not, but I want
Back
to
at the
hear.
end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank.
Trap.
Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
Resistance. So the alliance ended the conflict?
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone.
Okay, I'll go there then.
Please consider my proposal.
I will. So I have talked to the princess.
I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess...
Cool. Hey, you there. Hey.
I'm Captain Bird, commander of the Bruma Guard.
You look like the most human person in this game. Yeah, okay.
Good day.
I thought he would know something about the stone. So let me just check, where is the place? Pale Pass. Already spoke to her for more information. Where is it though?
What's this about?
You never told me the location of Pale Pass.
It's
oh wait,
a pleasure to see you.
She said that nobody knows where it is, right?
Hear me out before you make your decision.
I made my decision, I want to
If
find
you
it.
retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact.
I don't need that, I
Are
just
you
need
game?
money. Yeah, I'm game.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone.
Okay.
I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site.
What is this diary? What does it have?
I paid
in it?
several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks.
There are
These
many?
landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock
Ooh,
has been
Dragonclaw.
located. I'll mark it on your map.
Could it be related to what?
The rest is up to
Skyrim
you.
does?
My scouts reported bitter
Claws.
cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon.
This
Good
is
luck.
not my home. Okay.
May the path ahead be free of danger.
Oh. I accepted the task. She revealed on the diary. Career army. Map translation of diary guide. Told me that her scouts are already located at the first landmark mentioned in the diary. Yeah, sure. Let me read the diary. Or look at the map. Some rocks, a statue, a door. Okay. Where's the... Oh, there. Day 3. It is with a heavy heart and a trembling hand that I pen this latest entry. It has been several days since I have seen anyone else on the road from our garrison at Grey Ridge. The road is lonely and treacherous. I am rationing my supplies to prepare for a tough path ahead. As long as Reman Cyrodiil's army hasn't located our headquarters at Pale Pass, the journey should be fairly uneventful. I admit I am nervous. It is an honor to be selected to carry these orders to our fort, but sending me alone is a calculated risk. While it is not my own life I am worried about, it is the importance of the contents of the orders that aggrieves me. If they are somehow lost, the fort will not know that their supplies are going to be delayed by a month. Without that knowledge, the fort may choose to press the attacks on the front line as their supplies dwindle. They're counting on those supplies to be there sooner. I must not fail getting this message there. The slate rock that the orders have been carved upon for safety weights me down. It is a constant reminder of the more than physical burden that I carry. Day 7. It has been 2 days. Really? It has been 2 days, and I have finally arrived at Dragonclaw Rock. The huge formation is a welcome and invigorating sight. The giant stone appears to reach down from the north and strike at the heart of Reman's forces, like our armies have been doing for the better part of a year now. I have still encountered no one else on this trail. I hope that as I head due west along the narrow path, I will find someone who can give me some news as to how our men are faring in the war. Day 8. After winding my way westward, I have come within sight of the Sentinel, a huge statue placed there by some unknown artist many years ago. It stands watch, painting north, as if daring anyone to cross the borders into the Imperial nation. Reman would be quite angry if he knew he used this very statue as a waypoint into his domain. Last night I encountered another one of our messengers who had been beset by a pack of mountain wolves. His leg was hurt badly, but I managed to help heal it with an ampoule of medicine I carried with me. He said his name was Silai, and he was on his way from Pale Pass to request more supplies. I discussed with him the irony of our meeting, and he decided to travel with me back to the fort, since his mission would be needless. We plan to leave at nightfall. Day 9. I am using much of my remaining strength writing this. As we had made our way north from the Sentinel, we were attacked by perhaps the same pack of wolves that had attacked Silai. He had chased them off earlier after being bitten, but now that they had tasted blood, they had returned in greater number. Fighting back to back, Silai and I slew at least 8 of them. Wow, there are so many. But not before one of them clawed my gut and left a terrible wound. We were able to drive them off, but now I am bleeding badly, and the only medicine I had I gave to Silai. We have decided to continue north until we reach the portal to the Serpent's Trail and see cover inside. I will try to write more soon, but I must sleep. I am so very tired. Day 11. This is the last entry I shall be able to write. We entered the Serpent's Trail nearly a day ago, seeking shelter from the elements and the wolves. What we did not foresee was the creatures that had decided to make the Serpent's Trail their home. I did not see them clearly, but they were huge and strong. Silai died instantly as one of them cleaved off his head with a single stroke. There were 3 of these huge, ugly man-like creatures. Minotaurs. I ran as fast as I dared through the dark tunnels, trying to escape. But as I fled, one of them hurled a boulder at me and struck me square in the back. I managed to crawl through a smaller opening and escape the lumbering monsters. But I soon realized that crawling is all I would be able to do. I think the boulder shattered my spine. I can no longer feel my legs. My wound from the wolf attack has reopened and I have lost much blood. I fear that this is as far as I shall be able to go. I have failed my mission. I have been unable to get these orders to the fort at Pale Pass. I am so close, yet it may as well be leagues away since I can no longer walk and my strength is draining. If a fellow messenger or soldier picks up this diary, please get the orders to the fort before it is too late. And please tell my wife, Wata, that Kaferi will always love her. Where can I find Wata? I do not know.
I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay, well, let's go back to the Mages Guild. Sell our potions, talk to the other associates. What's your problem? And then probably go to the general goods store and just sell all this stuff that we have.
What is it now?
Hello.
I'm Hunman. I'm a prospector. Alga's my
I know who you are.
lord style. None of that chapel wedding nonsense. Goodbye.
Sure. Lord style, with like Vikings. You saw her.
Greetings.
No, that's his house. You saw her. You took her by her hair, dragged her to your bed, and then raped her. Is that what you mean? And then she kind of developed a, what's it called? Stockholm effect, where she's like.
Hello, associates.
Just saw her.
Go away. You'll ruin everything.
Are you doing a prank? I found him.
Any luck finding Jaskar?
I found him. He's here.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Okay, where's the green guy? You.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Okay, what are you and Jaskar pulling
You
together?
want to find Jaskar?
I know where he
All
is.
right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it. All right?
Okay.
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.